So, 3 months ago, I started the journey of creating this game. A fast-paced action roguelite. I bet you haven't heard the concept before. I always wanted to create a game where you use cool spells and abilities. But first, a little about me. I'm a 23-year-old game developer from Sweden. I've been making my own games since I was 16 years old. I have previously worked as a VFX artist on Bramble the Mountain King. So now you know a little about me, let's get started. So, the plan, a roguelite with cool spells. At the time when starting working on this game, I was playing a lot of tiny rogues. So I started by making a base version of that game and I got the prototyping. This is like the earliest footage I could find in my game. This is probably 1 or 2 days in. I felt pretty good about this prototype, even though it would meet its demise. The way the game currently works is that you walk through these rooms, picking up weapons, abilities as well as stat upgrades. Every weapon in the game has a different scaling stat, like most RPGs have, like strength, agility and intellect. So for example, if you have this axe with a 3-star on strength, you would get a lot of more damage increase every time you picked up strength, compared to if you picked up agility with 1 star. Then I continued improving the art, adding new enemies, and it started to feel really good, even though in the back of my mind something seemed wrong. I added my first boss. I'm a game developer, and I just added a new boss to my game. This boss is a troll, but it doesn't just use brutal strength. He also uses his trusty wand to cast strong spells, like a laser and an AoE blast. But watch out, he will still try to use his brutal strength to stomp you. I thought it would be fun to make a monster that is known for using his brute strength and making a mage instead, even though he will still try to stomp you. But something still didn't feel right, so around 1 month ago I decided to start over and delete my project. Well, not really, I just put it away in a dark place. The reason I wanted to start over: number 1, I didn't like the progression loop of getting stronger in the game. Number 2, having a game like Enter the Gungeon where every weapon is functionally different is too large of a scope for this game. Number 3, the game didn't support multiplayer, and if you don't know, it's really hard to add multiplayer into an existing game. It's better to start over. So, 1 month later, we had this. It might look similar to the first game, but now we got classes instead. So there's currently 2 classes in the game we got to start with. We got the Ranger, as well as the Barbarian. I plan to add more of these, so if you have any ideas for classes, feel free to leave them here or join my Discord. When it comes to class design, this is how I approached it. Every class is going to have 3 abilities as well as 1 basic attack. Attacks are going to be mapped to left click for the basic attack, right click for fast casting spells with a short cooldown, and E and Q for other abilities with longer cooldowns. The most important thing when designing an action game is that every action you make feels responsive and impactful, as well as there needs to be a good flow when using abilities and attacks one after the other. We want to make it as smooth as possible. If you want to know more about the specific classes, I'll link 2 videos down below. So, let me explain how the new game works. The level layout is still similar to Tiny Rogues or Ember Knights or any room-based roguelite. Every room has a different reward, such as a small stat upgrade, gold, or equipment. Equipment is basically boons in Hades, or items in the Risk of Rain, and such. They provide some cool passive effects, like abilities apply fire, for every 20 gold increase attack power by 2.5%, and after taking damage increase your attack power by 20%. There are many cool builds you can make right now, but I have no clue how balanced everything is. That's why I need your help. I'm preparing to release a demo in the coming weeks. Post me here. I actually finished the Steam page or the coming soon page, so if you would like to wishlist the game, I would be super grateful. Thank you, and let's continue with the video. So if you're interested, please leave a sub and join the Discord so you get notified whenever that comes. So, items is the first way to get stronger. The second way is leveling up. Every time you kill an enemy, you get a small amount of experience, or XP. And when you eventually level up, you get 3 upgrade choices for your abilities that increase their power a lot, as well as improve their visual effects. This is one of my favorites. It's an upgrade to the leap ability for the Barbarian. When it leaps down and when it strikes the ground, a huge lightning strike appears, stuns all the enemies and deals a lot of damage. And I feel like this is a good example of what a good upgrade should be, when it really changes the visual feeling and the impactfulness of an ability, and you feel like you become stronger, visually and functionally. If you want to give some extra support to the game, be the first one to try the demo, you can join my Patreon. So, the 3 current ways to get get stronger is getting equipment, leveling up, and these small stat upgrades you get to choose sometimes. I really appreciate all and any feedback you can give. If you want to try out the old game, there will be a link in the comments. And if you want to follow and see small updates, make sure to subscribe and watch my YouTube shorts. I do small updates every week, so check that out. And with that, have a great day and I hope to see you in the next video.